Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off the bye week, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Now on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. The defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cyclones look to keep... Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Ready to fire from the pistol. The play action fake. Makes the catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at at the 20. The Cyclones have moved it inside the 20. The give to the right.
Look, that's tough, man.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclone!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45 on his way. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. The give on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Brown wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run for it on third and short. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Oh,
and that's
man.
incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather.
Defense, man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on. All right, I'm back now.
And got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima
No,
donnas.
one stop, please.
He was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on
Get to the quarterback.
Sure
Oh, my God.
Something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
He's off to the races. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
On second down, he's looking downfield. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble it.
Oh, it's a fumble. What the?
Oh, and he gets it back so you can file that.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. I thought that was a drop pass.
Been worse.
What a lucky break for him. I can't imagine.
I didn't even realize that was a fumble this whole time.
Like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And the ball is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun.
Oh, my gosh. Move it up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Oh, jeez, I tried to go over to the other
Stopped,
side.
but not before getting the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll run it from the gun.
There we
May
go.
not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. After run, now throw.
Let's get it.
He's got it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space, their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oh, that's supposed to be a pick.
Jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Thank you.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Houston wants to play fast. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Brown will throw it. Going for it.
Oh, that's big.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Iowa State
That was trash, man. I should never did
so
all
late in the
that.
half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got the quick pass. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Gotta try to keep the field goal, right?
The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Brown wants to pass. He tosses
Oh,
one
that ball
high
went
and
straight out
deep
of
down the
bounds.
left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, I thought
Setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Woodhead. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing them because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Man,
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy.
He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Houston sending the offense
I'll
back
be up
onto
in a
the
minute.
field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the Working. I would expect him to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They give it to him again. The Cougars brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Offense, please don't let him.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his
Jesus,
to me,
man.
that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this
Beat
giant
every
defensive
time.
tackle. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Got room at the 35. All by himself down the middle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going back to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A
Come on, one stop.
Up from the junior.
One, just one.
48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Brown will throw it. Looking deep down the right side.
We can do it short.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Going to the running game.
Oh, my gosh.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the tackles.
You got to stop him right here.
Pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires it incomplete. Balls at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run play action.
No!
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cyclones looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there.
Sit down.
Great job, great catch.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get enough. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Keeps it going.
What the catch?
It in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up.
Take the court
and
in.
tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the backs. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun.
That's what I'm talking about.
Excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 15. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Oh, sweet.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Cougars headed quickly to the
Offside,
line.
get it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The give. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run it. It's Stewart. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains.
Jeez, that was close.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Houston.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Yes!
Right, it's good. And they go back on top. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No